Hello everyone, welcome back to Silver Lake Honey channel. It's mid-August, the most important month in beekeeping calendar, and it's also a beginning of our next beekeeping year. So this is the beginning of 2023 beekeepers year. What we do right now is really important for our bees, and our bees will depend on us to help them prepare for the winter. And if we do everything right now in this time of the year, they have a lot better chance to survive the winter and to be better prepared for the next season. So what we have done so far is, very 1st of August, we removed the honey supers from our beehives. Why did we remove the honey super so early? Because we still have, some nectar coming in. We need to remove the honey super so we can treat the summer bees. We have to treat Varroa Mites, so we want to treat when we still have summer bees. We don't want those Varroa to transfer to the winter bees, because they live a lot longer than summer bees, and we want to take care of the treatment before they're born. So they're born right now, and it's not so we want to do that as early as we can and take care of that problem before we have winter bees being born. Another reason is we want bees to backfill their honey supers and their stores for the winter, and that way we don't have to feed them as much as sugar syrup. So we want the best food for the bees, and best overwintering material is honey. So after we removed the honey supers and extracted our frames, what we do with the wet frames and supers. Some people just simply store them wet and use them for the next season. Some people, beekeepers, they just put them outside and let the bees collect, the honey and take it back to the hives. Why I think that's bad is, if you store the supers and use it for the next season, you're inviting all the ants and all the bugs. If you place them outside, so you're inviting robbing and all the other bees from the area, and you're gonna create robbing spree, and also you can spread diseases. So the best solution for that is to place the wet frames and supers back on the hives, and let the bees collect that and store that extra honey. They're gonna polish the cells, so you can remove after a few days. You can remove it and put it in your storage. So what we have here right now, this time of the year, we have single brood chamber. We have honey, the queen excluder, and we have the honey box for the single brood chamber. And then this third box is simply the empty extracted honey that we brought back for the bees to clean up. And if there's fall honey, they can store it too, so we're gonna remove it later. So what's our next step? Our next step is, so we have the single brood chamber, queen excluder, and the honey for the brood chamber. This third box is the empty extracted frames that we brought back for the bees to clean. Also, if there's fall honey, they're gonna store that, and we're not gonna do honey extraction from these supers. We're gonna leave this for the bees for the next year. So we're gonna go to our wintering setup. We're gonna take the honey and put it below our brood box, and then remove the queen excluder. So they're gonna work and move this honey up. So that's we're gonna make a video about that. So we're going to open one of the hives and check what's going on inside and see the honey storage. From this particular hive, we removed 4 boxes of honey, 2 deeps and 2 mediums. So we brought back one of the deep boxes, so the bees will come up and clean inside, and we'll see if they're bringing in some extra nectar so we can leave for them for the next year. So what we need right now, we need a lot of bees, a lot of summer bees to take care of the winter bees. So we want really good population, and that's gonna ensure that the nurse bees will take care of the winter bees and feed them better. And we want young, prolific queen that lays a good pattern, and we want a lot of honey stores, at least 1 full box of honey for them to go through the winter. As you can see, there's a lot of bees. So we're gonna take a look and see this box we brought back after we extracted all the honey, and see if they're bringing in some more nectar. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is full of nectar. They're bringing it again. In my opinion, there's a lot more honey that you can make with a single brood chamber than double. It's just my opinion. It's all full of nectar. Some of them is capped, but it's all nectar. So we have all frames full in this 3rd box. So in this particular hive, we have this box that we brought back after the extraction is full of honey and capped honey, and bees are bringing in some pollen. Everything is excellent, very good in this hive. So in other hives, see that it's packed full of bees. So they're cleaning and bringing in some new nectar. That's what we want right now. See, they're not bearding. Today is over 80, 85, and there's no like upper like ventilation and stuff. They only have this bottom board, and everything is closed system with with this replantix on top, and I think it's a lot cooler for them to be in partial shade, not having draft coming in and out, creating warm air inside. Okay, so what we're doing next is we're gonna remove this third box. If there's honey, we're gonna leave that for the next year for the bees, not extracted, because these hives have been treated for Varroa mites. We're gonna show you how we deal with bed frames and supers. How do we our wintering configuration, like what are we gonna, how we gonna overwinter, the box reversal. Why do we have brood in the bottom box right now is it's a lot easier for them to defend their hives if the brood is on the bottom right now. If you have robin and dirt situation, they're gonna fight their hives and defend them a lot better if they're down on the by the entrance. So as you can see, guys, we're making these videos on the go. We're not planning for them, we're not editing. We simply do this to show how we do stuff and hope that we can help somebody. So thank you again for your support.